Hello, wonderful English learners, and welcome back. My name is Emma, and I am so happy you have chosen to be here with me today. This is your dedicated time, your quiet space to practice, to learn, and to grow your confidence in speaking English. I want you to feel completely relaxed without any pressure. In today's session, we are going to dive deep into a topic that is part of every single conversation. Our preferences. We will explore how to talk about the things we like, the activities we enjoy, and how to express these feelings in a way that sounds natural and authentic. This is going to be a long, slow, and very useful practice session. Think of it as a friendly chat. You and I speaking together. You don't need to worry about getting every word perfect. You don't need to worry about your accent. The only thing that matters today is that you try, that you listen, you absorb the words, and you speak them out loud when you feel ready. So please find a comfortable place to sit. You could even lie down if that helps you relax. Get yourself a glass of water or perhaps a warm cup of tea or coffee. Take a deep breath. Let go of any stress from your day. This time is for you. I will be speaking clearly and at a slow pace so you can follow along easily. I will often ask you to repeat sentences after me. This is the most important part of our practice. Saying the words out loud builds muscle memory for your mouth and your mind. Sometimes I will ask you questions. When I do, feel free to pause our session and answer out loud. It might feel strange at first to talk to yourself, but I promise you, it is one of the most effective ways to become fluent in any language. Are you comfortable? Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's start with the most essential, most common verb for preferences. To like, we use this verb for everything. We use it for food, for hobbies, for weather, for people, for music. It is the foundation. Let's begin by practicing some simple, positive sentences. I want you to listen carefully to the pronunciation and then repeat each sentence after me. Let's go. I like coffee. I like tea. I like sunny days. I like my home. I like to learn English. I like to listen to music. I like walking in the park. I like reading before bed. I like quiet mornings. I like the color blue. I like fresh fruit. I like talking with my friends. Excellent. You see how simple it is. Now, let's practice the negative form. To say we do not like something, we say I don't like. The don't is a contraction of do not. And in casual conversation, we almost always use don't. Let's practice that. Repeat after me. I don't like the rain. I don't like spicy food. I don't like horror movies. I don't like being late. I don't like loud places. I don't like waking up early. I don't like traffic. I don't like cold winters. I don't like waiting in long lines. I don't like spiders. I don't like doing the dishes. I don't like sad stories. Wonderful job. You are speaking so clearly. Now, let's practice how to ask someone about their preferences using we start the question with do you ... For example, do you like coffee? Let's practice asking these questions. Repeat after me. Do you like coffee? Do you like to travel? Do you like to cook? Do you like animals? Do you like big cities? Do you like to exercise? Do you like watching sports? Do you like reading the news? Do you like going to the cinema? Do you like studying English with me? Fantastic. Now, it is your turn to speak. I am going to ask you a few questions. Take your chimi and answer me out loud. There is no right or wrong answer, just your answer. First question, what is a food that you like? You can start your sentence with, I like ... For example, I like pasta, or I like strawberries. Go ahead, tell me. Wonderful. Now, a different question. What is an activity you like to do on the weekend? You can say, I like to read, or I like to meet my friends. What do you like to do? Excellent. And one more. What is something you don't like? Think about it. You can say, I don't like go ahead. You are doing a brilliant job. This is how we build fluency. Step by step, sentence by sentence. Now, let's learn another beautiful verb that is very similar to like, but we often use it for activities and experiences. The verb is to enjoy. When you say, I enjoy something, it means it gives you pleasure and happiness. It sounds very natural and a little more sophisticated than just like, for example, you can say, I like reading, and it's perfect. But you can also say, I enjoy reading, and it shows a deeper sense of pleasure. Let's practice some sentences with enjoy. Notice that we often use it with verbs that end in ing. For example, I enjoy walking, not I enjoy to walk. This is a very common structure. Let's practice it. Repeat after me. I enjoy walking on the beach. I enjoy listening to classical music. I enjoy spending time with my family. I enjoy cooking a nice meal. I enjoy learning new things. I enjoy watching the sunset. I enjoy having a cup of tea in the afternoon. I enjoy reading a good book on a rainy day. I enjoy gardening in the spring. I enjoy visiting new places. I enjoy painting. I enjoy talking about interesting ideas. That sounds wonderful. Can you feel the positive, happy emotion in that word? Enjoy? Now, let's practice the negative form. We say, I don't enjoy. We use this for activities that we find boring, stressful, or simply not pleasurable. Let's try a few. Repeat after me. I don't enjoy cleaning the house. I don't enjoy being in crowded places. I don't enjoy watching scary movies. I don't enjoy arguing with people. I don't enjoy public speaking. I don't enjoy driving in heavy traffic. Excellent. And of course, we can ask questions with enjoy. We say, do you enjoy? Followed by the activity. Let's practice asking. Repeat after me. Do you enjoy cooking? Do you enjoy traveling? Do you enjoy learning English? Do you enjoy exercising? Do you enjoy reading? Do you enjoy going to concerts? Perfect. Now, it is your turn to use this new verb. I want you to think about an activity that truly makes you happy, something you look forward to doing. Now, tell me about it out loud. Start your sentence with, I enjoy ... For example, I enjoy playing the guitar, or I enjoy taking photographs. What do you enjoy doing? That's fantastic to hear. Now, think about the opposite. Is there an activity or a chore that you don't enjoy? Be honest. You can say, I don't enjoy ... Go ahead. You are doing so well. You have now learned to use like 4 general preferences and enjoy for pleasurable activities. This already makes your English sound much more varied and natural. Let's do a quick review of this first part. We will practice a mix of sentences using like and enjoy. Just listen and repeat. This will help your brain remember the difference. I like dogs. I enjoy playing with my dog. I like Italian food. I enjoy making homemade pizza. I like warm weather. I enjoy sitting outside on a sunny day. I like music. I enjoy discovering new artists. I don't like messy rooms. I don't enjoy cleaning. You see, the connection, like, is often for the noun, the thing. Enjoy is often for the verb, the action. This is not a strict rule, but it is a very common pattern. You have completed the first part of our practice session. You should feel very proud of your focus and your effort. Take a moment, take another deep breath. If you need to pause and have a sip of your drink, when you are ready, we will continue to the next part, where we will add even more emotion and learn how to make choices in English. Part 2. Expressing passion and making choices, love and prefer. Emma, welcome back to the second part of our practice session on expressing preferences. In the first part, we built a strong foundation with the verbs like and enjoy. You did an amazing job. Now, we are going to build on that foundation. We will learn how to express stronger feelings and, very importantly, how to talk about our choices. Let's start with a wonderful, powerful verb that I am sure you already know, to love. When do we use love? We use it when like is not strong enough. Love is for things you are passionate about. It's for things that are very important to you and bring you great joy. It's a word full of strong, positive emotion. For example, you can say, I like chocolate. That's nice. But if chocolate is your absolute favorite thing, you would say, I love chocolate. Can you feel the difference in energy? Let's practice some sentences with love. I want you to say them with feeling. Repeat after me. I love my family. I love my best friend. I love my pet. I love pizza with extra cheese. I love the smell of coffee in the morning. I love traveling to new countries. I love reading books that make me think. I love the feeling of the sun on my skin. I love dancing to my favorite songs. I love helping other people. I love learning English. I love weekends. That sounds fantastic. It's a beautiful word to say, isn't it? Now, let's practice the negative. We can say I don't love, which means you don't have that strong, passionate feeling for something. It's different from hate. It's just a lack of love. Let's try a few. I don't love reality TV shows. I don't love very hot and humid weather. I don't love waking up to an alarm clock. Good. And we can also ask questions with love. Usually to ask about someone's great passions, let's practice. Do you love what you do for work? Do you love to travel? What kind of music do you love? Excellent. Now, it's your turn to speak from the heart. I want you to think of something or someone that you truly love. It could be a person, a place, a food, an activity. Hold that feeling in your mind. Now, express it. Say it out loud, starting with I love ... That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. It's important to acknowledge the things we love in our lives. Now, we are moving to the most important part of today's lesson. This is a skill that you will use every single day in English conversation. We are going to learn how to make choices and compare our preferences. The magic verb for this is to prefer. When we use prefer, we are saying that we like one thing more than another thing. It is all about comparison and choice. The most important thing to remember is the structure. The structure is, I prefer X to Y. Let me say that again. I prefer X to Y. Notice the small word in the middle. To. In many languages, you might use the word then, but in English, with the verb prefer, we always use to. This is a very common mistake for learners. So if you can master this, your English will sound much more accurate. Let's practice this structure with some simple examples. I will say the sentence, and you will repeat it, paying close attention to that little word, to. Let's go. I prefer coffee to tea. I prefer summer to winter. I prefer the city to the countryside. I prefer dogs to cats. I prefer books to movies. I prefer mornings to evenings. I prefer sweet food to salty food. I prefer casual clothes to formal clothes. I prefer phone calls to text messages. I prefer comedy to drama. I prefer the window seat to the aisle seat. I prefer walking to running. Excellent, excellent work. You are getting the rhythm of it. Now, we can also use prefer to compare two actions, two activities. When we do this, we use the ing form of the verb, just like we did with enjoy. The structure is, I prefer doing X to doing Y. For example, I prefer reading to watching TV. Let's practice this structure now. It's incredibly useful. Repeat after me. I prefer reading a book to watching a movie. I prefer staying at home to going out. I prefer cooking my own meals to eating at restaurants. I prefer listening to music to listening to podcasts. I prefer traveling by train to traveling by plane. I prefer working in the morning to working at night. I prefer talking in person to talking on the phone. I prefer learning online to learning in a classroom. I prefer exercising outdoors to exercising in a gym. I prefer making a plan to being spontaneous. You are doing an absolutely fantastic job. This is a complex structure, and you are saying it beautifully. Now, let's have some fun with it. It's time for a little game. I will give you two options. Your task is to make a full sentence expressing your personal preference using I prefer ... to ... Take your time to think, and then say your answer out loud. Are you ready? Here is the first choice, tea or coffee. How would you answer? You could say, I prefer tea to coffee, or I prefer coffee to tea. What is your choice? Great. Next one, summer or winter. Tell me your preference. I prefer summer to winter, or the opposite. Wonderful. Let's continue. Books or movies? What's your choice? Excellent. How about this one? Waking up early or staying up late? This is a choice of actions. So remember to use the ing form. You could say, I prefer waking up early to staying up late. What about you? Fantastic. Let's do a few more. This practice is so valuable. Cats or dogs? The beach or the mountains? Calling or texting? Cooking at home or eating out? Working alone or working in a team? This is brilliant. You have just practiced one of the most useful conversational skills in English. You can now express your choices clearly and correctly. Let's let's do a final review of this section. We learned love for passion and prefer for choices. Let's practice a few sentences that use both so you can feel the difference. Repeat after me. I like coffee, but I love tea. I enjoy watching movies, but I prefer reading books. I love dogs, but I prefer cats because they are more independent. I like both summer and winter, but I prefer summer to winter. I love eating at restaurants, but I prefer cooking at home to save money. You see how these words work together to create a full picture of your personality and your tastes? It's not just about saying I like anymore. You can now express yourself with much more detail and emotion. You have now completed the second part of our session. You have done some very focused work. Take a moment to let it all sink in. You have learned so much already. When you are ready, we will begin the final part, where we will put everything we've learned into practice in real-life conversations. Part 3, Preferences in Real Conversation. Emma, hello and welcome back to the third and final part of our deep dive into expressing preferences. You have been working so hard, and I am so proud of your progress. You have mastered like and enjoy. You have learned to express passion with love and to make choices with prefer. Now, it's time to put it all together. In this final section, we will focus on how to use these words in natural, everyday conversations. First, let's practice how to ask other people about their preferences. Being able to ask good questions is the secret to being a great conversationalist. It shows you are interested in the other person. Let's practice a variety of question forms. I want you to repeat each question after me. Imagine you are asking me or a friend. Let's begin. What kind of movies do you like? What sort of music do you enjoy? Are you a dog person or a cat person? Do you prefer coffee or tea in the morning? Which do you prefer? The city or the countryside? Do you prefer working from home or from the office? What do you love to do on your holidays? What's something you don't enjoy doing? Do you prefer sweet or savory snacks? Which season do you like the most? Excellent! These questions are your tools for starting interesting conversations. Now, we are going to do some role-playing. I will create a situation and I will ask you questions. Your job is to answer me out loud, using the vocabulary we have practiced today. Don't worry about being perfect. Just try to communicate. Let's imagine our first scenario. Scenario 1, planning a weekend together. Imagine that you and I are friends and we are planning a relaxing weekend. I will ask you some questions to understand your preferences. Are you ready? Emma, hi. I'm so excited for our weekend. I was thinking about what we could do. First of all, regarding the location, do you prefer going to the mountains or staying by the beach? Now you answer. You could say, I prefer the mountains to the beach. Or, that's a tough choice, but I think I prefer the beach. Tell me your answer out loud. Emma, okay, great choice. I like that too. Now, for our accommodation, do you prefer staying in a cozy cabin or a modern hotel? What's your preference? Tell me. Emma, perfect. That sounds lovely. Now, let's think about food. This is very important. For our Saturday dinner, do you prefer trying a new fancy restaurant or cooking a simple meal together at our place? Think about it and answer out loud. Remember to use the ing form. I prefer cooking to eating out. Emma, wonderful idea. I enjoy cooking together. And for our main activity during the day, do you prefer going for a long hike or just relaxing with a good book? Tell me what you would choose. Emma, excellent. It sounds like we have a perfect weekend planned, all based on your preferences. Thank you. See how that worked? You just had a natural conversation where you expressed multiple preferences. You did a fantastic job. Let's try another scenario. This one is more casual. Scenario 2. Getting to know a new colleague. Imagine it's your first day at a new job, and I am a friendly colleague talking to you during the coffee break. Emma, hi there, welcome to the team. I'm Emma. It's great to have you here. So, to relax after work, what kind of things do you like to do? Now, you answer. You could say, I like to watch shows, or I enjoy going to the gym. Tell me your answer. Emma, oh, that's interesting. I enjoy that too. And what about music? What kind of music do you enjoy listening to while you work? Tell me about your musical taste. Emma, Nice choice. I'm more of a pop music fan myself. I was thinking of getting lunch. Do you prefer bringing your own lunch from home or buying something from the cafe downstairs? What is your preference? Emma, good to know. One last question, just for fun. Do you prefer coffee or tea to get you through the afternoon? Tell me your final answer. Emma, great. Well, it was so nice to meet you and learn a little bit about you. I'm sure we'll get along great. You see, in just a few minutes, you can learn so much about a person just by asking about their likes and preferences, and you answered all those questions perfectly. Let's do one final, comprehensive review. This is your chance to bring everything together. I will say a sentence, and I want you to repeat it. Feeling the meaning of each specific word, like enjoy, love, and prefer. Let's go for the last time. I like my city. I enjoy walking through its parks. I love the history of this place, but I prefer living in the city to living in the countryside. I like food in general. I enjoy trying new recipes. I love my mother's cooking, but I prefer savory food to sweet food. I like meeting new people. I enjoy deep conversations. I love spending time with my oldest friends, but I prefer having a small group of close friends to having a large group of acquaintances. You have done an absolutely incredible job today. You have spent this time investing in yourself, in your skills, and in your confidence. We have journeyed from the simple I, like all the way to complex, nuanced conversations using enjoy, love, and prefer. The key now is to take this knowledge out into the world. I have a small piece of homework for you. For the rest of today, just notice your own preferences. When you choose your dinner, think to yourself, I prefer fish to chicken. When you choose a song, think, I love this artist. When you decide to watch TV instead of reading, think, tonight, I prefer watching TV. Make it a silent, internal gamey. This is how you make the language a part of your life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me and for trusting me with your learning journey. It has been a true pleasure to practice with you today. Before you go, please leave a comment below. I would love to read your answer to this question. Which do you prefer, learning English by listening or by reading? Take care of yourself, keep practicing, and I look forward to seeing you in our next session. Bye for now.